Hi guys, I just want to make a quick little video here of a couple of new plugs that I bought, and these are a new line of pedal patch cables that the company called EBS out of Sweden has just launched a couple of months ago, and they have a line of this which has been out for quite some years, and the difference between that line and this new line here is that if you can see this right here, these plugs or patch cables are actually gold plated. And another thing that's very neat on this new line here is that you can see the actual gold plating of the plug here, whereas on the previous plug series it was all plastic around here, and the actual sleeve or the backside here were quite a bit longer, actually running down to here, so it was kind of it was hard to fit them on, especially pedals like, you know, loopers or channel switching devices, anything like that, because you couldn't fit two beside each other or on top. But these are much shorter here on the backside, just allowing for smoother and a lot more access, and you can basically just fold it in any way you would like to. It's a very flexible cable just as well. Yeah, gold plated plugs here, and this right here is the 10 centimeters patch cable plug, and I have two of those actually, and I use them to run from my GT1 down to my radial stereo DI box. Just to show you here, right here I have the back panel on my GT, and as you can see, the left and right output are seated quite close together, also such as the expression plug over here. So basically, before I noticed these plugs right here, I had a hard time getting two angled plugs to fit here, because they would always kind of outsize each other. So the only option I really had was to use straight plugs, but I don't have space for that on my pedal board. So I finally found these plugs, and when I plug those in here, you just see I plug those just like that. You can actually see how much space I've got there, right? And I can easily fit the third one out on the expression socket too. That's just great, because it's going to save me a lot of space, and I'm 100% sure that my cables won't sit some kind of pressure into the sockets and damaging anything. So that's just really great here. So I have two 10 centimeters for that, and the other two here I just bought recently, this one being the 18 centimeters and this one being the 28 centimeters. So you can get these plugs in 4 different lengths as of right now. So 10 centimeters, 18, 28 and 58. So quite a jump there from the 28 up to 58. But for me it would have been nice to have something in the middle there, maybe say 35, maybe 40, and then jump up to 58. But who knows, that might come someplace, somewhere. It would also be nice at some point to see a TRS version of this, basically for use with foot switches and stereo inputs, because a stereo plug in this kind of configuration would be so much handier, at least for me right now on my pedal board. It would make things so much easier, and I bet that a lot of people out there would benefit of that too. So yeah, basically just a little update or showcase here for these EBS plugs. And if you're interested in the actual model number, then they're called PCF followed by PG and the number determining the length. So for the 28 centimeters, it's called PCF-PG 28. So you can do a little search on those and check them out. I highly recommend those, because also when you create pedal boards, some people say that you kind of, depending on how much cable run or length you have on your pedals, and depending on how many pedals you have, you can quite easily get tone problems because you have too many pedals and too long cable runs. But with these plugs being gold plated and the very short measurements that you can get them in, I highly doubt that there should be any problems, or at least you can just throw a buffer into your signal chain. But handy tools, small patch cables. So check them out, guys, and I'll be back soon with some more stuff.